Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to speak about the interval operators and the uh, video playlist for SQL date concepts and functions. Maybe the name uh, I chose for the video is a bit confusing, so simply in this video, I'm going to explain and walk through a couple of examples about how you can use the minus operator or the subtraction operator to get the interval between two dates. You also get a chance to familiarize yourself with what intervals are for two date differences. And then also we're going to create a table where we're going to use the addition sign to add interval dates to a pre-existing date. So let's get to it. I'm going to first talk about this date test data set table that I created for this practice. It has a column named xdate, and there are two records, two values within this column, November 27 and November 26. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, we're going to add two columns here. The first column will be right now, like the current date and time, like at the present as I'm speaking to you. And the third column will be pretty much the difference between that uh, current date and timestamp and the X date. So let's get to it. I'm going to use the select statement to first bring the X date column, and then I'm going to use the now function. If you don't, now function is a very simple function to pretty much capture the present date and time. And that will be, I'm going to give it the alias of um, present time, date and time maybe. And then I'm going to do a subtraction between now, right, meaning date and time for the present time, for the present, and for the X date, right? The column that we already have here. There you go, X date. And then let's say I'm also going to call this as difference, uh, maybe calculated difference. And then lastly, I'm going to uh, call in the name of the table, which is date test. I Let me just make sure that I did not miss anything here. I have one parenthesis, close parenthesis here, one parenthesis, close parenthesis here. So I don't need to do anything with the script. Let's go ahead and run this. And there you go. As I said at the beginning, you're going to have two columns. The first column is the present date and time capture. As I'm talking to you, it's November 29 at 12:36 a.m. 48 seconds. And the calculate difference between the time that I just captured now and the X date, which was captured a few days back, is 1 day and 43 seconds. And the second one is 2 days and 2 hours and 33 seconds. 1 day, 0 hours, 43 minutes, 35 seconds. The second one is 2 days, 2 hours and 53 minutes. 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 35 seconds. So, as you can see, the result here is the result date type or data type is called interval. So these are the intervals that I I spoke that I discussed in a lot of details in my videos on extract and also on date difference, the age function. So for further information, you can uh, just consult those videos to learn more about the intervals. But just so you know that the result of the subtraction between now date and time capture and the X date, this column, is outputted as an interval where we can see the name of the number of days, hours, minutes, seconds, microseconds. Now, if you wanted to, you know, very commonly, maybe like more than maybe 90% of the time, the date differences are outputted when they're calculated. They're outputted as in the measures of days. right? And the hours are rounded to the days, or maybe even hours. You will not get this type of calculated difference times in intervals of 1 day, 0 hour, 43 minutes, 35 seconds. It's good. It's very detailed, but it's not very helpful if you're going to use this for analysis and metrics building, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and now, uh, since this is just a view, I need to create a table based on this. So I'm going to create a new table, maybe call this date test v2, right? Something like that. And let's just go ahead and create this table based on this query. And there you go, our table is now created. Let me go ahead and refresh it. There you go, test date test v2 is now created. Let me go ahead and run it. Test v2, right, to make sure that those information were captured there. There you go. So now that we have these two extra columns here, let's do maybe an addition here, right? You want to add, uh, let's say you want to add some time over the present data time, right? And you can do this just like the subtraction. You're going to say select, and then you're going to specify the name of the column, which in this case is going to be present date time, right? And then you're going to put the plus sign, right? Then you're going to add, let's say, you want to add um, 2 days, right, on top of each of these date values. And let's say you're going to say call it as, uh, oops, I forgot to open up parentheses here. And then maybe call it as calculated uh, addition, right? Something like that. And then call out the name of the table, which is date test v2. So let's go ahead and run this. You're going to see that we got 2 days added. Maybe I should just put the rest of the column names here as well. So X date and then present date time, right? So that, and also the last one, which is calculated diff. So we can have a better picture of what all the columns look like. Let's go ahead and run this. And bingo. Now we have the calculated addition in addition to these three other columns. So this is nothing but the result of addition of 2 days on the top of the present date time, on top of this. So 11/29, when added by 2 days, goes to December 1st. And it retains the time capture, but it just changes the number of days and the month accordingly. So let's say if I add 15 days, then we're going to have a different uh, month and date. There you go. So 15 days on top of 11/29 is going to give you December 14th. So November 29 is going to give you December 14th, right? So you can also change the interval date time to, let's say, uh, uh, let's say 1 month, let's say 2 months, and run this. As you can see, we went from 11/29 to January 29. We incremented by 2 months. Let's say we want to increment it by 5 months. Go ahead and run this. As you can see, we went from November 29 to April 29. So you may need to add the cast of interval here. If it doesn't work for you, that will solve the problem if you run into a problem. In both scenarios, you get the result back. So you can either do it with the interval or without the interval. But using the interval is, I believe, a better practice. All right, this is it. Again, this video covered the how you can use the addition and subtraction operators to work with intervals. In one scenario, you create the interval, date difference, and the next scenario you're adding on a top of established date and interval of year, month, day, hours, whatever you like. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video.